We all have those moments we just despise so much. From basically loading into a match without your rented item to basically dying from fall damage. Here are 5 more of the worst moments you can literally think of.
Number 4.
When the first match on whatever map it is goes really well for the opposing team because they're survivors obviously, and then when it's about to be the second round and you're saying, alright, now it's our turn, there's no way we can screw this up, let's learn from our mistakes, you become an infected again. I don't know how this happens so many times, but I've seen people how they basically just load into a match the first time, and then they're obviously infected, be like, alright, so next match I can become a survivor, and then the next match happens, aka round 2, and you're still an infected. The only reasons I see this happening is mainly because people are constantly joining parties, or they just join parties, and the game is just trying to organize them so they can be in the same team all together. And what better way to do that by making you on basically the exact same team, which is kind of like the worst side, let's be honest, infected team, twice or even multiple times depending how many people want to be on the same team. This is just a really frustrating thing that happens when you're basically playing a map you love so much. Like for an example, Salty Cerebro is my favorite right now, and if I become infected on the first round, which is alright, that's not that bad, but then if I do it on the second round as well, I just lose hope, and I'm seriously thinking of just being AFK or maybe just hopping off.
Number 10.
The perfect moment has arrived. All the survivors are frozen or attacked by a Banshee, a Juggernaut, an Inferno. Everything is going so well for you guys, and you're just saying, alright, I'm gonna become a Hunter or a Riot or a Tingler or whatever, and as soon as you die and you're just waiting for that screen to pop up so you can choose whatever effect you want, you become auto-selected. Yeah, that's possibly one of the most frustrating moments, when everything collides so well where you're just like, alright, if I join in on the fight right now, we will push them to literally to the edge of where they're going to die, and we can win the game right then and there since they are beating us so badly. But instead you got auto-selected as like a bloater or a spitter, or as you could say, a leaker or a drooler, that's what you say. Like, how frustrating is that? Just how everything goes well, and then all of a sudden the game decides to sabotage you by giving you an infected that you didn't even want, and that doesn't even help at all. Everything is so perfect, and the game decides to do that to you. This happens to me so many times, especially when I'm an infected that I don't want to be, and obviously I spawn across the map, and by the time I get there, all the survivors are just healing up, or just protecting each other, be like, oh, that was a tough one. Alright guys, let's regroup. That's just a moment where you're just saying to yourself, how unlucky am I?
Number 4.
When you basically throw a pipe bomb and you're really low on HP, probably like lower than like 70 to be honest, and you basically get out your med kit and you're just like, alright, let's heal up. And as soon as there's like 1 to 2 seconds left, 2 to 1 seconds left, a zombie just comes out of nowhere and smacks you. Meaning you basically have to start all the way back from like, what, 7 seconds to heal or like 5 seconds to heal. And by the time you kill the infected or whatever it is, all the infected have already spawned and already are all basically going to chase you down, or you're already getting attacked, or they just spawned really close by. This is by far one of the most frustrating things as well, because you're just about to heal, about to get like, what, 200 to 300 HP, but then all of a sudden an infected sabotages you by hitting you, and all your timer goes all the way back to 0, and you basically have to deal with that infected, or they're gonna kill you, which is pretty, I guess, awful, I guess. But also the fact that once you get rid of the infected, be like, alright, now I can heal. And by the time that happens, all the infected are literally coming towards you, and you have less than like 2 seconds of fresh air to actually do anything. And you just better hope you have a second pipe bomb to actually heal.
Number 6.
You're basically choosing a map, like for an example, Union Cave, and it's like rescue or survival. You're like, oh yeah, this is a fun map with a fun mode. Why not play it, guys? And everyone else just chooses a map you dislike, especially if it's a mode you also dislike. For an example, the swamp on campaign. Like, what? Who likes that? I mean, yes, the map is kind of detailed and I guess okay-ish looking. I mean, it's pretty good, but I just don't like it. I don't really like the swamp atmosphere. So every single time this map pops up, I'm just saying, alright guys, let's play all the other maps and have the other game modes. But for some reason, everyone wants to play this one, and especially on campaign. It's like, guys, what are you guys doing? I know you guys aren't gonna get one fuel can and put it in the generator. What's the point? We could have played rescue and had even more fun on construction site. Why swamp? Why?
Number 7.
Check this out.
Well, speaking of campaign, we have people who basically don't know what the heck campaign even is. Now, I'm basically talking about, you know, newbies, and I don't really like want to trash talk on them, saying you should really get better, because I mean that's possibly the #1 skill, what's it called, best tip to actually say to them, get better, really. But realistically, oh my god. You kind of need to know how to read, just to be honest. I don't really want to be a rude bastard, but I do have to kind of say that you should kind of know to follow your teammates and, you know, protect each other, fuel up the generator. Every single time I play on campaign, there's an 80% chance that either half of my team or all of my teammates are not going to be doing the gen, or as you can say, fueling up the gen, and are instead going to be going across the map all separately, healing or shooting at each other, or maybe even just chasing a crawler that's running away from them. I don't know, and they're all dying all at once, and you're just standing there with 2 or 3 cans out of 18 left with only like, what, 7 minutes left? Can you really do it on your own? No, most likely not. So you just basically have to accept that you're gonna have to survive as long as you can before eventually you die. I don't know what it is, but I don't know why teammates just don't understand that the orange little highlights all around the map are something they should walk towards and try to figure it out, or, you know, the objective on the top right of the screen. But oh, hey, what am I saying? We're talking about people who have just started playing the game, and honestly, the only tip I could say to you guys is good luck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Now, this was a lot shorter than usual, mainly because I just don't have that much time right now. I have a lot of stuff going on, especially since it all hit me at once at this point. So maybe next episode will come like, I don't know, like 3 to 5 days or something like that, even though I said 5 days is impossible. But yeah, see you guys all about 42 years and have a great game.